It is called Black Mecca for a reason, built through ownership, discipline, and many businesses so big that they will leave you in shock. But when we talk about Black power in Atlanta, make no mistake. There are some companies in a league of their own, which stand at the very top financially. The question is, which companies are these, and how did they combine influence and money to build the ecosystem? Today, we count down the 10 largest Black-owned businesses in Atlanta, ranked by their estimated revenue. Well, don't go anywhere because the last company will surprise you. Number 10. The Gathering Spot. Ryan Wilson and T.K. Peterson. Estimated annual revenue, $8 to $12 million. At first glance, the Gathering Spot does not look like a corporate powerhouse. There are no factories, no assembly lines, no cranes reshaping Atlanta's skyline. Instead, it has influence. The kind of influence that acts like hidden gold, quietly driving opportunities and shaping outcomes. Its estimated annual revenue falls between $8 and $12 million, sourced from membership fees, corporate partnerships, and sponsored events. But the true value of the Gathering Spot is intangible. It lies in the conversations, the connections, and the collaborations that happen behind closed doors. Founded by Ryan Wilson and T.K. Peterson in 2016, the Gathering Spot is a private membership club designed for Black professionals, creatives, executives, and entrepreneurs. Members pay annual fees for access to curated networking events, mentorship programs, and exclusive experiences. Corporations invest in partnerships, sponsorships, and conferences, gaining a bridge to an influential community that can shape business and policy decisions. From Atlanta, the club has expanded into Washington, D.C., and Los Angeles, signaling strategic growth and sustainability without releasing public financial reports. Analysts comparing similar private membership models estimate revenue in the high single-digit to low eight-figure range. The Gathering Spot's influence is subtle but undeniable. Deals are discussed quietly. Startups find funding. Strategic partnerships are formed. Here, political and social conversations intersect with business strategy, giving members access to networks that would be otherwise difficult to reach. Ryan Wilson brought the vision for a space where professional networks could grow organically and strategically. T.K. Peterson contributed operational expertise and a vision for event programming that turned the club into a must-attend destination for Atlanta's Black professionals. Together, they created a space where social capital became a measurable asset, monetized through structured programs and partnerships. Beyond revenue, the Gathering Spot has tangible impact. It cultivates a network that supports entrepreneurship, fosters mentorship, and encourages collaboration across sectors. The club demonstrates that influence, when structured intentionally, can become a powerful economic driver. Next up, number 9, takes us into banking, where influence directly converts into financial capital. Number 9, Greenwood Bank. Ryan Glover. Estimated annual revenue, $10 to $20 million. Greenwood Bank may not resemble a traditional financial institution with marble columns or hundreds of branches, but its digital presence stretches nationwide. Founded by Ryan Glover in Atlanta in 2020, Greenwood represents the next generation of Black-owned banking. It serves a growing audience seeking financial solutions aligned with community values and the legacy of economic empowerment. Revenue streams include lending spreads, interchange fees, and account services, with annual estimates between $10 and $20 million. The bank's acquisition of the Gathering Spot strategically connects social influence with financial infrastructure, allowing members to access premium banking services, while Greenwood engages a high-value network of professionals. Greenwood differs from conventional banks by leveraging technology rather than branch traffic. Its digital-first model allows underserved communities to access credit, investment, and savings tools, addressing systemic inequities in finance. Ryan Glover's vision was both practical and symbolic. He wanted to honor Atlanta's civil rights legacy while providing a modern, tech-driven solution to long-standing financial disparities. Greenwood demonstrates how Black-owned businesses can innovate, adapt to digital ecosystems, and strengthen community wealth simultaneously. The significance of Greenwood extends beyond revenue. By offering accessible financial services, it facilitates homeownership, entrepreneurship, and long-term economic stability. This shows that banking can be a tool for empowerment, not just profit. The success of Greenwood signals a shift in how Black-owned financial institutions can operate in the modern economy, merging mission-driven goals with practical growth. From modern finance, we step back to historical legacy, the enterprises that laid the foundations of Black Atlanta decades before digital banking existed. Here, vision and endurance define impact. Number 8. Herndon-related enterprises. Alonzo Herndon. Estimated annual revenue, $15 to $25 million. While Herndon-related enterprises may not be a sprawling corporate conglomerate, its influence is monumental. Born into slavery in 1858, Alonzo Herndon overcame extraordinary adversity to become one of Atlanta's first Black millionaires. Starting as a barber, he steadily expanded into insurance and real estate, establishing businesses that created generational wealth and opportunities for the Black community. Today, the enterprise generates an estimated $15 to $25 million annually from ongoing property income and insurance operations, even without a single consolidated public financial report. Herndon's first major venture, the Atlanta Life Insurance Company, was founded in 1905 to address a critical gap. Black Americans were routinely denied life insurance, which limited their ability to accumulate intergenerational wealth. By providing policies and investment opportunities, Herndon offered financial security to families while also investing in Black-owned properties, promoting home ownership, entrepreneurship, and economic stability. Over time, Herndon expanded into real estate holdings and legacy investments that continue generating revenue today. Alonzo Herndon's story is one of resilience and foresight. He understood that financial independence served both as a shield and a ladder for the Black community. By investing in neighborhoods, people, and institutions, he cultivated generational wealth and created enduring economic infrastructure. The impact of his enterprises extends beyond revenue. It can be measured in job creation, community stability, and empowerment for multiple generations. Herndon-related enterprises is a reminder that business is not always about rapid growth or flashy products. Often, the greatest influence comes from laying strong foundations that allow entire communities to thrive. Like a centuries-old oak tree, its presence provides shade, support, and stability. Quiet, yet essential. Next, we transition from legacy wealth to insurance, where long-term stability becomes the core strategy for sustaining communities and capital alike. Number 7. Atlanta Life Insurance Company. Alonzo Herndon. Estimated annual revenue, $25 to $40 million. Atlanta Life Insurance Company may seem modest compared to today's billion-dollar corporations, but for a company built in the early 1900s by a man born into slavery, its influence cannot be measured in dollars alone. Founded in 1905 by Alonzo Herndon, Atlanta Life Insurance Company emerged during a period when mainstream insurance companies systematically excluded Black Americans from financial security. Life insurance, investments, and savings programs were inaccessible to Black families, leaving them vulnerable to financial instability. Herndon recognized a critical gap and built a company that not only insured lives, but also insured futures. Today, the company remains private and does not consistently release revenue figures, but industry standards for companies of its size place earnings between $25 and $40 million annually. The influence of Atlanta Life extends far beyond financial metrics. Herndon used the company to invest in Black-owned businesses and civil rights initiatives, creating an economic ecosystem in Atlanta that earned Auburn Avenue the nickname the richest Negro street in the world. Lined with banks, theaters, restaurants, and entertainment venues, the street became a hub for Black entrepreneurship, culture, and economic independence. Atlanta Life served as the backbone for this development, providing the financial stability necessary for these businesses to flourish. Atlanta Life has accomplished far more than wealth creation. It provided security to families, promoted entrepreneurship, and gave Black communities access to tools for generational wealth building. From a single office in early 20th century Atlanta, it grew into a regional institution that influenced financial practices across multiple states. Its legacy is evident in the economic empowerment of Black families and the stability it brought to a marginalized community. The company is not flashy, but like the roots of a sturdy tree, its strength underpins everything around it. As we move from financial protection to cultural influence, our next entry demonstrates how a single family's vision turned Black beauty into a global industry. Next on our list, a company that made Atlanta the epicenter of Black beauty worldwide. Number 6. Bronner Brothers. Arthur and Nathaniel Bronner. Estimated annual revenue, $35 to $40 million. Bronner Bros. Stands as a vivid example of how cultural influence can transform into substantial economic power. Its impact extends far beyond Atlanta, shaping beauty practices and professional standards globally. Founded in 1947 by brothers Arthur and Nathaniel Bronner, Bronner Brothers started as a small soap and beauty supply shop in Atlanta. The brothers recognized a need in the Black community for high-quality hair care products and professional education. Their vision was to celebrate and support Black beauty while simultaneously building an industry that would offer economic opportunities for Black professionals. Today, Bronner Brothers is best known for its international hair shows, which have grown into the largest Black hair and beauty trade events in the world. These shows attract tens of thousands of stylists, manufacturers, educators, and distributors. The ripple effect on Atlanta's economy is massive. Hotels, restaurants, and transport services all benefit from the influx of attendees. Trade shows, product sales, licensing agreements, and educational programs generate annual revenue estimated between $35 and $40 million. This demonstrates that Black beauty is not merely a cultural niche, but a formidable global industry. Arthur and Nathaniel Bronner were not only entrepreneurs, they were cultural architects. They trained thousands of stylists, elevated the visibility of Black beauty, and fostered entrepreneurship across multiple generations. Bronner Brothers created a professional pipeline, turning a culturally rooted practice into a sustainable economic ecosystem. Their commitment to quality, education, and innovation made Atlanta a hub for beauty trade and professional development. The company's accomplishments extend beyond financials. By empowering Black professionals, creating jobs, and establishing a global brand, Bronner Brothers transformed perceptions of Black beauty and helped build an industry that commands international recognition. It is a testament to how vision combined with operational discipline can influence an entire field. From beauty and culture, we now turn to hospitality, a business that thrives on high-volume operations, logistical efficiency, and strategic positioning, serving millions of travelers every year. Number 5. Jackmont Hospitality, Maynard H. Jackson Jr., Daniel Halpern, and Brooke Jackson Edmond. Estimated annual revenue, $90 to $100 million. Here we see the power of scale, volume, and strategic foresight. Jackmont Hospitality is not flashy, but its reach and influence are immense. Founded in 1994 in Atlanta, Georgia, by the late Maynard H. Jackson Jr., former mayor of Atlanta, Daniel Halpern, and Brooke Jackson Edmond, Jackmont Hospitality has grown into a premier minority-owned food service management company. The company operates restaurants and concessions primarily at Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport, consistently ranked as the busiest airport in the world. Millions of travelers pass through its terminals each year, giving Jackmont a reliable and high-volume customer base. Unlike boutique or luxury hospitality ventures, Jackmont thrives on efficiency, operational precision, and scalability. Each transaction, no matter how small, contributes to revenue, and the company leverages its strategic positioning to ensure consistent cash flow. Revenue streams are generated through restaurant operations, airport concessions, and partnerships with retail and hospitality brands. Industry reports for comparable hospitality groups estimate annual revenue between $90 and $100 million. Jackmont's influence is anchored in its placement. Controlling food service in one of the busiest airports in the world ensures exposure to a vast and diverse audience, operational stability, and long-term growth. The company benefits not only travelers but also Atlanta's broader economy, providing thousands of jobs, sourcing products and services from local suppliers, and contributing significantly to tax revenues. The founding story of Jackmont reflects vision and strategic insight. Maynard H. Jackson Jr., leveraging his experience as Atlanta's mayor, recognized the opportunity to empower minority entrepreneurs and professionals in food service management. Together with Daniel Halpern and Brooke Jackson Edmond, they created a company model focused on operational excellence, scalability, and community impact. Starting with a smaller portfolio of concessions, Jackmont refined systems for staffing, training, and service quality to manage high-volume operations efficiently. Their foresight turned a regional food service company into a multi-location enterprise capable of serving millions of customers annually. Jackmont Hospitality's impact extends beyond revenue. It provides career opportunities for thousands, fosters mentorship and professional development in hospitality, supports minority-owned suppliers, and sets industry standards for service, safety, and operational efficiency. The company exemplifies how minority-owned businesses can leverage strategic positioning, operational expertise, and foresight to create sustainable influence in competitive markets. From hospitality, we now move into finance on an even larger scale, where assets exceed $1 billion and influence reaches every corner of Atlanta's Black Mecca. Up next is a bank that quietly anchors Atlanta's Black Mecca while managing over $1 billion in assets. Number 4. Citizens Trust Bank, Heman E. Perry. Estimated annual revenue, $60 to $90 million. Assets, over $1 billion. Citizens Trust Bank is one of the largest Black-owned banks in the United States. Founded in 1921 in Atlanta, the bank has survived economic depressions, segregation, and financial crises that destroyed countless competitors. Its continued stability is a testament to strong management and deep community roots, proving that influence in banking does not always need to be loud to be felt. At first glance, a bank like Citizens Trust may appear ordinary. There are no global media campaigns, no flashy product launches, no viral moments online. Yet its influence is foundational. Citizens Trust financed homes, churches, and businesses when mainstream banks systematically denied access to Black Americans. It offered loans, credit, and financial services that allowed families to build wealth, entrepreneurs to launch ventures, and neighborhoods to thrive. Its impact is measured not in headlines, but in the quiet strengthening of communities. Like the foundation of a skyscraper, Citizens Trust's stability supports the growth of generations above it, visible only when the structures rise successfully. Heman E. Perry founded Citizens Trust with a clear vision of economic empowerment. He understood that systemic barriers prevented Black families from building wealth and accessing capital. Perry's goal was not just to open a bank, but to create a reliable institution that could serve as a cornerstone for Black economic advancement. Starting with a single branch and a small but dedicated team, he navigated the challenges of the early 20th century, including Jim Crow laws, financial instability, and limited market access. His persistence laid a foundation that would allow the bank to grow its assets to over $1 billion, providing financial security and opportunity across Atlanta. Citizens Trust's operations are subtle but far-reaching. Its lending practices enable homeownership, commercial development, and educational opportunities. By providing capital where others would not, it fuels entrepreneurship and economic resilience. Each loan, mortgage, or financial advisory service translates into measurable growth, not just for individual clients, but for the communities they influence. The bank's ability to sustain operations through economic downturns while maintaining a mission of empowerment illustrates the long-term value of careful strategy and deep community engagement. Today, Citizens Trust continues to be a pillar of Atlanta's Black economic ecosystem. Its leadership has modernized operations, integrated technology, and maintained conservative fiscal management to ensure longevity. It exemplifies how influence can be quietly profound, shaping neighborhoods, enabling businesses, and providing stability without ever appearing in the spotlight. Citizens Trust demonstrates that banks can wield real impact through strategic, sustained service rather than flashy marketing campaigns. From finance, we now transition into media, where influence multiplies exponentially through the control of narrative, audience reach, and cultural representation. Next up is a company that turned content into cash and reshaped the media landscape. Number 3, Allen Media Group, Byron Allen. Estimated annual revenue, $300 to $450 million. Allen Media Group is a business with enormous scale, controlling dozens of television networks, digital platforms, and media distribution channels. This is influence measured in both dollars and audience reach. Where Citizens Trust quietly strengthened communities, Allen Media Group amplifies voices to millions nationwide, turning storytelling into power, revenue, and long-term cultural impact. Founded by Byron Allen, the company grew from humble beginnings into a media empire. Allen, initially a stand-up comedian, recognized that Black stories and perspectives were often ignored by mainstream media. From producing his own comedy specials in the 1980s, he gradually expanded into television production, syndication, and network ownership. The company now operates nationally while maintaining strong business ties and influence within Atlanta's media ecosystem. Revenue streams are diverse, including advertising sales, content licensing, network distribution, and digital platform monetization. Analysts estimate annual revenue between $300 and $450 million, a figure that reflects both content reach and ownership of distribution infrastructure. Byron Allen's journey is as much about business strategy as it is about storytelling. He understood that content creation alone was insufficient. Control over distribution ensures longevity, influence, and revenue capture. His expansion strategy allowed him to acquire existing networks, launch new platforms, and produce original content across multiple genres. Each network and digital platform is a node in a growing system, amplifying reach, shaping narratives, and creating opportunities for Black talent behind and in front of the camera. Allen's vision was clear: to own the entire pipeline from content conception to audience delivery. The impact of Allen Media Group extends beyond dollars. It provides employment to thousands of professionals, nurtures talent pipelines for writers, producers, and directors, and ensures that Black voices are represented in national media. The company also influences culture and advertising, providing brands access to audiences that have historically been underrepresented. By combining content creation with strategic acquisitions, Allen Media Group demonstrates that media influence can scale like a manufacturing operation, converting creative output into measurable revenue and long-term cultural capital. Today, Allen Media Group is more than a media company. It is an institution shaping the stories Americans see and the conversations they have. Its reach extends from traditional television households to digital consumers, reflecting a multi-generational strategy of influence. The company's growth illustrates the power of combining creativity with operational acumen. Byron Allen's model proves that a single vision, executed over decades with precision, can turn ideas into both cultural significance and substantial economic success. From media, we now move into industrial-scale creativity, where film production operates at a level that transforms an entire city into a hub of entertainment, employment, and economic activity. Next, a company whose size and scope turn Atlanta into one of the largest film hubs in America. Number 2. Tyler Perry Studios. Tyler Perry. Estimated annual revenue, $850 to $950 million. Tyler Perry Studios is not just a business. It is a production machine that employs thousands, fuels global entertainment, and anchors Atlanta as a creative capital. Tyler Perry Studios sits on more than 300 acres in Atlanta, built on the former Fort McPherson military base. It hosts major film and television productions for global streaming platforms and traditional studios alike. Revenue comes from studio leasing, content production, licensing, and long-term partnerships with Netflix, Amazon, and other entertainment giants. Tyler Perry's journey is a story of vision meeting opportunity. He started as a playwright, producing plays that spoke to Black audiences often overlooked by mainstream theater. With creative ingenuity and business savvy, he transitioned into film and television. His aim was not merely to entertain, but to create ownership, infrastructure, and a production pipeline controlled by a Black entrepreneur. The impact of Tyler Perry Studios is enormous. The business creates jobs across production, catering, set construction, and logistics. It generates contracts for local suppliers, boosts tourism, and attracts international productions. It also positions Atlanta as a hub for media innovation. Its success demonstrates that scale, infrastructure, and ownership are as crucial in entertainment as they are in finance or construction. Tyler Perry Studios shows that entertainment is not just about glamour. It is about building infrastructure, providing jobs, and creating opportunities. It turns creativity into an engine of economic growth, proving that Black-owned businesses can dominate industries traditionally inaccessible to them. And yet, even with nearly $1 billion in annual revenue, one company still stands above all, shaping the very skyline and infrastructure of Atlanta itself. Next, the #1 business that literally built Atlanta from the ground up. Number 1. H.J. Russell & Company. Herman J. Russell. Estimated annual revenue, $300 to $350 million. Here we come to a company that is not just a business, but the foundation beneath Atlanta's skyline. We are talking about the unseen engine powering the city's growth. Founded in 1952 by Herman J. Russell, the company emerged at a time when Black entrepreneurs were systematically excluded from major construction and development opportunities. Russell began as a young entrepreneur working small carpentry and contracting jobs, gradually building a reputation for reliability, quality, and integrity. His vision was clear: to construct not only buildings but also pathways for Black professionals in a segregated industry. H.J. Russell & Company is responsible for some of Atlanta's most recognizable projects, including expansions at Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport, MARTA infrastructure development, sports stadiums, and commercial real estate that anchors neighborhoods. The firm's revenue is tied directly to its project backlog, workforce size, and contract volume, reflecting both the physical and financial scale of its operations. Analysts estimate annual revenue between $300 and $350 million, while the company publicly targets a growth trajectory toward $1 billion. The company's influence goes beyond concrete and steel. It helped transform Atlanta from a regional hub into a city with national prominence, providing construction expertise while creating thousands of jobs and fostering economic opportunities for Black workers and subcontractors. H.J. Russell & Company also demonstrated that Black-owned firms could compete at the highest levels of commercial construction, setting a precedent for future generations. Herman J. Russell's journey is a testament to persistence and vision. He started with humble beginnings, taking jobs others overlooked, and turned them into opportunities that built a legacy. His company has endured through economic downturns, changing markets, and the challenges of scaling while maintaining a commitment to community empowerment. H.J. Russell & Company did more than build Atlanta's structures. It built pathways to economic inclusion, employment, and citywide development. Its work is visible in every major project that defines the skyline, transit systems, and commercial hubs of the city. When people speak of Atlanta rising, this is the company that literally laid the concrete. With H.J. Russell & Company at the top, we see the pinnacle of Black business influence in Atlanta, shaping both the city's skyline and its future opportunities. Which business inspired you most? Share your thoughts in the comment, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more revealing videos.